What's up, people? Orsicourse here, coming at you with another Paragon deck build. Today, we're going to look at Lieutenant Belica again because she did get buffed, or at least I consider it a buff. I mean, she got her range increased on her Void Bomb, her reduced cast time for her Seismic Toss, and her ultimate got tweaked a little bit, but I think overall late game it'll be better. So overall, I think it's a good buff for Belica. Now let's go ahead and jump into it. Belica's basically like anti-mage, right? She's the person you want on your team if the enemy team has a Howie, Gadget, Mirio, Decker, anybody that depends on mana. Belica's gonna just ruin their day. So for Belica, we want her to hit hard. So I go with the Archmangus, 60 power, 100% damage bonus, and that's all good. For consumables, I filled it up here. I got the cast token, health potion, mana potion, scout's ward, healer token. Now, depending on the enemy team, I might mix this up. The basic one would of course be health potion, mana potion, scout's ward. But depending on like how I'm playing, I might go with just a healer's token and a scout's ward and just play back, because if you're defending your lane properly, and if you're getting the river buffs like you should be, you really don't need the mana potion early game. I take the healer token just so I keep mana coming in, or not mana, but health coming back. So it's up to you though how you want to play. And as you go through the game and you're floating points, you can throw the health potion in if you want, you can throw the cast token in if you want. So I play around with it and see what works best for me. Now, as we get down here to the deck here, I have 3 throwaway cards and I go straight Adamant Edges. So Adamant Edges gives you the 6 power, 50 health, and then 12 power once you fully upgrade it. Now, I was gonna go with the power mana regen or power mana, but as I said before, if you're controlling a river buff, which you should be, you don't really need the mana too terribly early game, And you shouldn't be spamming abilities as well. Keep that in mind. You should just be focusing on your autos or your basic attacks and trying to get your last hits. If you want to poke out the enemy, like if they overextend, by all means poke out at them. But for the most part, don't waste your mana early on. So all my Adamant Edges are the same, by the way. So they each have minor cast or minor strike. So 6 power cards piece, giving me a nice little boost of power early on there, which will help you poke out, which will help you last hit, which is all good. Now as we get to the deck proper, I'll go somewhat in the order in which I build. So this deck is a little bit wonky because I have Hydroverser, I have Infinity Stream, I have 2 Staff of Adamants, a Mangus Ward, and then the Crystal Conduit. Now for Belica, more often than not, I actually go with the Mangus Ward first. Now that does put me a little slower on the damage, but it helps with survivability. Keep in mind, Belica doesn't really have an escape. Seismic Toss is great, but it's still not a reliable escape, especially if the person you're playing against, let's say you're going against Kalari or Chimera even, he has Pounce or Leap, whatever it's called, and he's just going to be right back on you, so you're not going to get away from him. So what I do is I keep my wards up so I can see them coming way before they get to me. So this card is 6 power, 30 mana to fully upgrade it, and I equipped it with 3 basic manas. Now I might not fully upgrade it until later game, but I will equip it. So you can equip your ward and just leave it unupgraded for a little while, and that's totally fine. The next cards that I go with are my Staff of Adamants. Now as you look here, the Staff of Adamant is 6 power, 30 mana, and then 12 power once you upgrade it. And I equip these with 3 major casts. I'm building some power on Belica now because her ultimate has changed a bit, so you actually need to build a little bit of power, or you need to build power so that you're actually hitting for a decent amount in game. So that's kind of the way that they changed it up a little bit. Belica now you can viably build power with her. So I had 2 Adamant Edges. I build them both the same, so major cast. And now, once I have those cards in, here's the thing. You can go with the Hydroverser next if you want, if it's late enough game, because Belica, her mana pool scales pretty well. So you can use Hydroverser reliably without really having to stack a lot of mana with her. So if you feel like you want to do some extra damage, by all means, go with the Hydroverser. Now, if you notice that your enemy team is building, ability armor, you might want to go with the Crystal Conduit, because at this point you'll be doing enough damage to where some shock might actually help you. But that depends. If the enemy is not really building that armor, I would wait on the Crystal Conduit and I would go with the Hydro Burster so that you're doing that extra damage. And same note, once you're thinking about Infinity Stream or Crystal Conduit, see what they're building. If the enemy team still really isn't building energy armor, I would hold off on this. Now, that's completely optional. If you think that you need that extra penetration, by all means go with it. But I usually hold off with this until last, because most people aren't really building energy armor. So I can usually hold off on that. So I will go with the Infinity Stream. Now, let me go over these real quick. So the Hydro Burster, the reason I like this, it gives you the 0.3 mana regen, it gives you the 50 health, but more importantly, the unique passive, you gain power equal to 7% of your current mana. That's why I was talking about it's viable, because her mana scale is really good. So Belica has a great mana pool, so Hydro Burster works very well on her. Now Infinity Stream combos well with this, because Hydro Burster gives you power based on your current mana. Now here's Infinity Stream. It gives you 0.3 mana regen, 2 ability penetration, and more importantly, unique passive, plus 2.4 mana regen, scales with your current mana percent. So the more mana you have, the more mana regen you're getting. The less mana you have, the less mana regen you're getting. So this card helps because it keeps your mana up, which means it'll keep your power up. And that's what you want. You want Belica to be hitting hard as often as she can. And now the card that will build last, of course, is the Crystal Conduit. This card is 2 ability armor, 30 mana, and then 60 mana once you fully upgrade it. And I equip this with 3 Focus Shock, which are 6 ability pin piece, giving me 20 ability pin just from this card alone, and then 22 total with Infinity Stream. So really 20 ability pin I think is enough, but 22 is fine. You can go up to 28 if you really want to just cut through all the armor, but I don't think it's necessary. Once you get to about 20 or 22, I think you're pretty much good. You'll be doing true damage at that point. So people, that's what I have for my Lieutenant Belica deck here.
What's up people? Thanks for sticking around for the gameplay. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. I skipped like the first 5 minutes because there wasn't really too much action going on. But then this Grux decided to rotate over to mid, and that's when we got a little bit of action here. So at first I was gonna back up because I thought they were trying to gank me. I didn't grab my ward early on. I went with the health potion, health token combo for the regen, because I was just gonna last hit. But you know, so I didn't really worry about the ward. And I thought this Grux was gonna go back, but for some reason, you know, he's dead set on letting me kill him. So I'm for him. So I go ahead, hit him with that ult. He's hopping back for some reason, and he doesn't turn around and run. So I just go in there, tap him, GG. Now I realize that I'm back in silver elo, so I'm gonna be playing with a lot of new people. But it's interesting. Even though these people that we played against weren't really good, we still managed to lose. So I mean, even when you're back in a low bracket, you know, it's still easy to lose games, I'm noticing. So part of that is our team comp. So right here, my Chimera's going in, and my Chimera's actually pretty good. He got himself killed a lot though, but he wasn't bad. So I get a little greedy, I go in for him, bam, hit him. Now I think I do manage to get away on this one, but there's a couple of times I got a little bit greedy. Now this Countess is on me, but she's not hitting too hard yet, and she doesn't have her ult, so that's the only reason I'm able to get away. So boom, I hit her with my seismic assault, and since it got buffed, it's helping out a lot, just because it's quicker out of the gate firstly, and boom, he goes in and gets that howitzer, and it's more viable to use as an escape now. Now, you know, it's not like a jump or anything like that, so don't get cocky with it, but it does help a lot, and it can get you out of some situations there. But it's best used to catch people like that, hit them with your Void Bomb. Then I get greedy again, and I go in for the Muriel, and I do get her, but now Countess is on my ass, and she has her ult up for sure this time. So I got greedy that time, and I didn't have my escape. Now I did get my seismic assault right there. I don't know if I could have got it off. I got it right when I was dying, so if I would have been more conscious, maybe I could have survived that. So right here, this Chimera jumps me in the jungle. I knock him up. He doesn't want to fight because, as you see, he wasn't doing a lot of damage because it's still fairly early game. So he didn't want that fight just yet. My Chimera catches him. I go throw this just in case Muriel comes around the corner, which he doesn't. So we go about our business here. So on kills, I'm sitting at three kills, 2 assists right now. I go to help my Chimera. He's trying to finish off that Grux, but I don't think he's going to get it because there's Muriel. But that's alright. I see Muriel. Bam. Hit her with the ult. Take her down. I think we get Grux and Muriel there. And Chimera's going to try to come jump on us, but he doesn't want the fight. I make sure my Chimera can get out of there, and then we back up. I don't know, almost run into their tower. That would have been awesome. So right now, easy peasy game. We're not getting in too much trouble, and that's what you want, really. You don't want to get caught out at all if you can help it, right? So right here, I try to go back to lane, do a little farming. I'm sitting at 4-1 and 2 right now, so I'm not doing too bad. All is pretty much quiet for a second. So we're gonna farm here, and here we go. Now my Countess is asking for a little help. I was gonna try to wait for that buff to come up. Now see, I messed up here. I should have went and helped Countess sooner than this, but I ended up going back to lane, and I was hell bent on getting this buff here. But my Countess called for help a while back, and I didn't go over there immediately. I was thinking like Chimera will probably get her, somebody will get her, right? It doesn't have to be me. So I let her stew in it for a little bit, and I keep pushing against this Muriel, making sure I secure the river buff. Now I don't know if that's the best play, but it's what I wanted to do, and Countess seems to be okay for the time being, so I'm not too concerned about her. So I'm going to drop the drone over here on Muriel's head. Now I put it a little too deep in there, and she wasn't distracted enough for it to really do anything. Now this is where I messed up. Now my Chimera got caught out. He's way out there in the jungle. There's 4 on him right now, and for some reason I go in, and you know he's about to go down. There's 5 on him, and for some reason I go in still. I should have just walked away, but for some reason I go in there and I get jumped on by their Chimera. Now if it would have been just him, maybe I would have got away, possibly, but doubtful. I try to do a little circle jerk. I lose him for a minute. I think I'm good. I'm in the clear, baby. We're running, and I even get over the bridge. Look at that, boom. But Chimera's not ready to give up on this knight, and he gets me. Goddamn Chimera. So I'm sitting at 4 and 2. Right now we caught this Howie out. So, and I may have stole that, but that wasn't the intention. Like I went there because it was 2-on-1. So. But this Chimera is pretty good. He never, you know, like when I would jump into the fight with him, he was never like, oh, you're kill stealing. Because some people, when they need help, and you come and you help them, and you might get the kill, oh, I had that. And it's like, come on, man. But right here, my Countess dies, but I catch this Muriel out. Maybe I didn't need to use my ult on her, but you know what? It felt good, and I wanted to get that revenge for my Countess. So once I got back from the tower, we're about to go back here. Countess is in middle lane here, and I see Howie and their Countess coming up. So I try to go over here, help my Countess a little bit, because enemy Countess, we know that she can definitely do some damage, but she's out of mana. We double up on her, that double ult combo, it's a wrap. Now I pushed out a little bit too much there, but it's okay. I think they can get that howitzer. I cut the video before they got it, but they secured the kill, trust me. Now this Grux jumped in front of me for some reason, so we jump on him. Howitzer's here. Oh, but then Muriel drops in. What's up, baby girl? So right here, this is an ugly fight right here. This is not what you want. This is a 2v3. Not the ideal combat situation, right? But I was able to kill the Grux right there, so that's alright. Now Howitzer knocks me up, and now this is where I probably go down. I don't even remember this fight, but I know it doesn't end in my favor. I try to get away, but it doesn't work out too well. But here's the thing. Even though she doesn't really have an escape, I was doing pretty good on her. But this Countess is going to come around and she's going to try to grab me. But she messed up because she didn't have enough health. So I dropped the Void Bomb right there. And I love this instant replay thing now, because they showed me running. I'm trying to get away. Here comes Countess with no health. And for some reason, she just wanted that kill so bad. But people, I'm going to tell you, don't trade kills unless you are like a tank and you're trading with a carry or something. But don't like, if you're a Gideon and you trade with a howitzer, you didn't really do anything. Like, only go for kills when you know you can secure it without dying, because you're not really helping yourself or the team unless you're getting like a key player, like you're getting a Murdoch or something, and you're not a key player in the game. Like if you're Steel and you jump on Murdoch, yeah. Now right here, there, Chimera gets a little bit too aggressive, so we go ahead and take him out. Now I'm pushing out a little bit too far there. And we got to be careful here, because our left lane is getting taken. And who's dead? I think our Gideon's down. Our Gideon died a lot in this match. But so our Chimera's in the jungle over there, so I'm going to let him be. I don't know who's supposed to be left lane, but it happens. Now right here, I see my Shinbi's getting caught out. Now, I thought at that point she was going to retreat, but she doesn't. She like zips to the left instead of zipping towards me. Yeah, Shinbi didn't do well this game, and you know, granted, part of that is just because she's a new hero too. You know, people gotta learn how to play with her, because I haven't really played with her since she came out for the most part, so I can't really be mad about that. But we definitely could have played a little bit better as a team, and I think we could have got this one. Now this Howitzer's out, and I see he's low mana, so I get a little bit too cocky. I drop the ward down, and then there goes Chimera. See, I jumped out there a little too early, and I thought Gideon was still behind me, and I should have just walked away. And now he just stands over me like a player. So yeah, that was my fault. I got too aggressive, tried to push out too far, and I ended up getting punished for it. And this is how this game is going to end. 10-4-3. And right here, our team is caught out again. For some reason, they thought that we were like brawlers, and we're not. Like, they have a team of people who can actually fight, and I go out there too. But they had a team that was definitely more equipped for brawls. But I don't know. But we definitely got caught out, and we got punished. And we ended up, well, right now our Chimera and our somebody else is alive. Chimera and Gideon, there we go. So we still got some people up, but they don't make it too long. He's over here emoting, you know. Now, here's where it gets bad. Our Countess is gonna start spamming good job, of course. She went 0-12, but you know, just spam good jobs. Don't try to learn from the loss, just, you know, be pissy about it. There's another one. I should have reported her. In any case, people, so that's how this game ended. We lost, but it's okay. We went 10-5-3, and those at the end there, you know, they kind of snowballed on kills a little bit. But that's what it is. That's Belica after the patch. I think she's really good. I think the patch really helped her out a lot. If you like this video, drop a like. If you're not subscribed already, drop a sub. Thank you for watching, people. Have a great night. Peace.